I asked my boyfriend if I should do something about this mustache. He said no. Good morning, you guys. I'm debating whether I want to actually make this video today. I had kind of a heartbreaking weekend and I want to share it with you guys, but I also, sun looks really pretty through there. That little bit of light coming in through the window. I like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. Well, it's a mess in here again. Got a lot of cleaning to do today. Not sure what happened when I was doing my little time-lapse thingy, but there's still a lot of work to do, you guys. Like, but I don't think that looks too bad. I think it'll work just fine. Cool. We're getting there, you guys. I keep telling myself that anyway. It's in no way perfect, and I feel like I'm just moving trash from one side to the other, but I guess we're getting there. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what else to do, you guys. It still looks like a disaster. It's still ugly. But I've been going at it for, I don't know, 2 hours, almost 3. And I don't know what else to do. I've still got so much mess. So much disorganization. And it's still just ugly. It's just ugly. But I don't know what else to do. I've run out of ideas. I need to take a little break. I'm getting hungry. Getting thirsty. And I'm getting frustrated because I have no skills whatsoever when it comes to designing, decorating, organization, nothing. And I still haven't told you guys what my heartbreak is about. So I need to do that. I don't know if you can tell, but there are, what, 5 plants missing out of this? I took a video of what happened and I'll insert it here. I came out this morning and I've lost a lot of leaves on my alocasias that I just potted up. This is what I'm left with. Some of the leaves are still dying off. I've lost all the leaves on some of them and there's mold growing. And I think I reused old sphagnum moss without cleaning it to pot these up. I'll have to look back at the video, but I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And now I'm wondering if that is what's causing this. This is not good. So as I'm editing, I realized I didn't completely tell you what happened. After that clip, I started pulling the plants, the alocasias, out of the cups to see if I could save them. And they were rotted from the roots up. They completely fell apart. It was really gross. They were mushy. I stuck any of the solids that were left, I stuck in a pot with some soil, hoping that maybe they would come back. I highly doubt that's gonna happen, but before I threw it away, I thought I would at least give that a chance. So that was very devastating. None of these other plants in here seem to be affected. So I think it was just the moss. I think it was moss that had been contaminated, had been moldy, and I forgot, because it's happened, and didn't sanitize it before reusing it. This bin is my biggest heartbreak right now. You guys know I started these, or if you don't remember, I started these propagations, or at least half of them I started back in January. I started from just node cuttings, no leaves or anything. It's September now, and they were finally starting to do something. Let me explain. So I was outside, actually I can show you, but I gotta walk out there. I was outside and I was noticing a lot of rot and mold on all my plants outside because they were so tightly packed together. And it's been so wet and humid that they were starting to mold. So I freaked out. I took one of my shelves out of here and put it over there. I put this out here. Look, stuff is already falling over, but I put this out here to give them some breathing room. Alright, sorry, my phone cut off again. Anyway, so I put some of the plants on here to give them some airflow. Oh, look. Hello. That makes me happy. So I had to take my propagation bin off of here to move this out here, right? And when I did that, I set the propagation bin outside. It wasn't full sun at the time, and I thought that being out in some actual sunlight would do it some good. I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. I left it there overnight thinking it would be fine. I went to work. I returned home the following day and decided to check on them. Actually, I was on my way out to the shed, and I happened to look down and I thought I saw a yellowing leaf, and I was like, oh man. Opened the bin, and this is what I saw. Look at it. Actually, it doesn't look as bad as it looked when I opened it. I'm surprised to see anything still standing. I can't believe I let this happen. I'm devastated. I was so upset that I just walked away, and I haven't been back out here in what, 2 or 3 days, because I couldn't believe how much I messed up. I was getting ready to sell these guys. I had started listing them. The philodendron that I had just brought home and I was so excited about. Brazil that I just remembered I had was doing so good. My Anisonii, my spider plants. I mean, all these beautiful plants, and I just killed them. I'm hoping I've got all of my fingers and toes crossed that they might bounce back. But I just, it's heartbreaking. That was months of care and supplies and money I've put into that. One day, and it happened right after the other heartbreak that I haven't told you guys about. And I just kind of felt like giving up on everything. I'm gonna be honest. I may be a little bit dramatic. I'm not gonna lie. But after experiencing two losses, 2 heartbreaks, like the whole weekend was just really bad, and so far the week hasn't been great either. And I've really been struggling, just trying not to give up on everything. I know that, like I said, I am a bit dramatic, I'll admit that, but I guess I'm just really sensitive and things really affect me. I don't know. Okay? Don't know. I took a little break. I guess I can go ahead and tell you guys about the other part of my bad weekend. Right. I had a friend. We met when I worked my first Subway job. Stayed in contact after we both quit there. So we have been, I guess, friends for, I don't know, 6 years or so. Talked every once in a while on Facebook. You know, sometimes we would vent to each other, or if we were looking for jobs, we would reach out to each other. I think a couple of times she put me down as a reference, you know, things like that. But nothing outside of Facebook or having previously worked together. And I thought we had an understanding that that's kind of how things were. She has anxiety. She knew I had anxiety. So, You know, we might not talk for 6 months, and then one of us out of the blue would be like, hey, what's up? And we would talk for a minute or whatever. Well, recently we had been talking a little bit about getting baptized, because I was planning to get baptized. She wanted to get baptized. We talked a little bit about that kind of stuff. I thought we were on the same page. I thought we had the same beliefs. You know, I've learned a lot about what it means to be a Christian, a follower of Christ. You know, I'm having a little bit of trouble, like, feeling okay about talking about this stuff on my channel, but I'm trying to push through it. All right. So, as a follower of Christ, I'm not supposed to judge people, and I try really hard not to do that. But you're also kind of called to be a guide for other people. I've always been really scared to do that. Like, I don't typically talk to people who I don't already know to be Christian or religious, spiritual, whatever. I don't really talk to them about that stuff. Now, if they ask me something, I will freely share what I know and how I understand things, but I'm not somebody who just approaches that type of thing. But because we had talked about kind of this stuff, I felt comfortable with talking to her about it. She had made a post about something. It was a meme, right? But so there was the picture that said the main thing, but that at the top of it, where she had shared it from somebody else's page, there was a question. I was answering the question and explaining why my mind had changed about something. It's really hard to explain this without being very, just telling you the whole thing. I basically had said that I used to not believe in something she was talking about, or something that was related to something that she was talking about. But after I read that it was real in the Bible, I believe it now, but I stay away from it because it says in the Bible the Lord had said to stay away from this stuff. I could tell that she took some kind of offense to it. So I went back and messaged her and was like, hey, look, I didn't mean to be disrespectful at all. But she had said in her response to me in the comments of that post that she believed in the Bible, she had read, I guess, that this certain thing was okay as long as you used it the right way. And I was genuinely curious because I'm still learning. I'm still trying to understand everything. So I asked if she could share where she had read that in the Bible, and I never got a response back from her. And that's where I went into the messenger and was just like, hey, like, I just want to clarify, I was not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I genuinely would like to read about this. If you know where it says it, like, I want to expand my understanding. And I didn't get a response back right away, but when she did respond, it was not what I was expecting. Like I said, I thought that we held the same kind of beliefs and that we were comfortable enough with each other to discuss these things, but she went off on me. She was very upset by what I said, and I think she misunderstood. You know, it's very difficult when you're typing things and you're not actually speaking to pick up on the little, you know, nuances of voice and the way things are said to fully get the full picture. So I think that she maybe took it in a way that I wasn't meaning for it to come across. Like I said, she went off and she kind of, you know, this big paragraph about how if I was a child of God, I shouldn't be judging, and then went into basically what a crappy person I am, that I've been a bad friend, and it really, really broke my heart because I didn't expect that, and because that's the way she's felt. After all these years, I thought that, I don't know what I thought, but I didn't think that she felt that way. You know, I wanted to give a response back. I wanted to explain my side of things because I cared about her. I thought maybe she didn't understand that the stuff that she was into was going against who she called her father, and maybe we could talk about this. And, you know, I didn't expect the outcome that I got. I did not give a response. Instead, I said, dang. I didn't want to get into a fight. I didn't want to argue. I did want to state my piece. I did want to make it right. But at the same time, I kind of felt like if she's just going to switch on me like that and attack my character and basically tell me that I'm a crappy person, I don't know. I just kind of felt like that was it. She kind of reminded me of my ex in that moment, just totally flipping the script and attacking me and making me feel horrible about myself. I feel like things could have gone differently. I don't know. Like, I don't want to say anything bad towards her. I don't wish any evil against her. I wish it had gone differently. But at this point, like, I've been thinking about it for days. It really, really affected me. It was hard. But I've given it a lot of thought. I've prayed about it. And I kind of feel like if that's the type of person she is, or that's the way she feels, then it's just better that we're not friends, even if it was just whatever. Like I said, we didn't ever hang out outside of it. Like, if I'm being completely honest, you know, I make little comments here and there about how I don't have friends, and that's my fault. I'm not really good at having friends. There's a lot that goes on in here, and it just doesn't leave very much room for anything else. Like, it's a struggle for me daily. If I'm being 100% honest, if I didn't have my children or my family or anybody that cared about me, and if it wasn't a sin, I wouldn't be here anymore. It's a struggle for me every single day to keep going. I've been done with this life for a long time. Done with all of these stupid feelings, all these stupid thoughts. I just don't like living in here. And some days I wish so much that I could just end it. That being said, it's a struggle for me to maintain any relationships. My closest relationships, I struggle to maintain. The people I love the most, I don't give enough attention to. My partner that I live with, I struggle giving him the appropriate amount of attention. It's just a struggle. I am always in. Now, I have good days. I don't want to make it out like there's never any good days. I do have good days. And I am happy at points in my life. And I enjoy being alive sometimes. But the majority of the time, I have just enough energy to make it through one more day. So if I've ever called you a friend and I have made you feel any kind of way because I'm not really there, I just want to apologize. This is not the type of friend I want to be. I wish that I could be different. I've been trying to be different. I have been making it a point to reach out to people just so they don't feel any kind of way about me. So if you've ever been in my life and you feel like I don't give you what you deserve, I'm so sorry. I'm still trying. I'm trying to do better. I thought that her and I had an understanding. I did not mean to. I tried to even phrase it how I thought would be less, like conflict. Like I tried to do it the right way, and I messed up. I lost a friend, and now I am terrified to talk to anybody else about stuff like this, because I don't want the same thing to happen. That is the other heartbreak. And I know I said that my propagations were my biggest heartbreak. That's not necessarily true. This breakup has really affected me. It's got me questioning. I already question myself all the time, but it's just went into overdrive. I'm questioning all my relationships. I'm questioning whether I am a good person or not. I was in such a state of just, I don't even know what to call it, that I was at my cousin's house the other day, and she was very upset about something, and I couldn't even be present enough to comfort her, to feel her pain. I was so numb from trying to process this and all my thoughts and my feelings just going nuts, that I'm sitting there watching my cousin cry, and I can't even be there for her. Like, I was there, I was listening, but I wasn't having the response that a normal person should be having in a situation like that. And now that's playing over and over again in my head. So it's been some really difficult days. I didn't know if I was going to share this with you guys, but I know that I have people on here that I call friends, that I talk to every once in a while. You know who I'm talking about, and I hope I don't make you feel like this. I hope I don't lose you over something like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, probably sharing too much again. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, for sticking around, for being here. I do appreciate you. I wish I was better at showing it. I'm gonna try to finish my project for the day before Ricky gets home. So that's it. And again, I'm sorry. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.